Anyone there?
Nay, answer me. Stand and unfold yourself.
Long live the king!
And boy,
He!
you come most carefully upon your hour.
'Tis now struck 12. Get thee to bed, Rolf.
For this relief, much thanks. 'Tis bitter cold, and I'm sick at heart.
Have you had quiet guard?
Not a mouse stirring.
Well, good night. And if you do see Double D and Ed, the rivals on my watch, bid them make haste.
I think I hear them. Stand ho! Who's there?
Friends to this ground.
And liegemen to the Dane!
Give you good night.
Oh, farewell, honest soldier. Who hath believed you?
Eddy has my place. Give you good night.
Hola, Eddy!
Say, what, is Double D there?
A piece of him.
What's up, sockhead? Welcome, good Ed.
What, has this thing appeared again tonight?
I've seen nothing.
Double D says 'tis but our fantasy, and will not let belief take hold of him touching this dreaded sight, twice seen of us. Therefore I have entreated him along, with us to watch the minutes of this night that, if again this apparition come, he may approve our eyes and speak of it.
'Twill not appear.
Sit down a while, and let us once again assail your ears that are so fortified against our story what we 2 nights have seen.
Well, sit me down and let us hear you speak of this.
The last night of all, when yon same star that westward from the pole hath made his course to loom, that part of heaven where now it burns, Ed and I, the bell then beating once,
Peace! Break thee off! Look where it comes again.
in the same figure, like the king that's dead.
Thou art a scholar. Speak to it, Double D.
Look it not like the king? Mark it, sockhead.
Most like. It harrows me with fear and wonder.
Would be spoke to.
Question it, Eddy!
What art thou that observes this time of night, together with that fair and warlike form in which the majesty of buried Denmark did sometimes march? By heaven, I charge thee, speak!
It is offended.
See, it stalks away.
Stay! Speak! Speak! I charge thee, speak!
'Tis gone, and will not answer.
Well now, sockhead, you tremble and look pale. Is not this something more than fantasy? What think you on it?
Before my God, I might not disbelieve without the sensible and true avouch of mine own eyes.
Is it not like the king?
As thou art to thyself. Such was the very armor he had on when he the ambitious Norway combated. So frowned he once when, in an angry parley, he smote the sledded poleaxe on the ice. 'Tis strange.
Thus twice before, and jump at this dead hour, with martial stalk hath he gone by our watch.
In what particular thought to work I know not, but in the gross and scope of my opinion, this bodes some strange eruption to our state.
Good now, sit down and tell me he that knows, why this same strict and most observant watch so nightly toils the subject of the land, and why such daily cast of brazen cannon and foreign mart for implements of war. Why such impressive shipwrights, whose sore task does not divide the Sunday from the week? What might be toward that this sweaty haste doth make the night joint laborer with the day? Who is that can inform me?
That can I. At least the whisper goes so. Our last king, whose image even but now appeared to us, was, as you know, by Fortinbras of Norway, thereto pricked on by a most emulate pride, dared to the combat, in which our valiant Hamlet did slay this Fortinbras, who by a sealed compact, well ratified by law and heraldry, did forfeit with his life all those his lands which he stood seized of to the conqueror. Against the which a moiety competent was gauged by our king, which had returned to the inheritance of Fortinbras had he been vanquisher. As by the same covenant and carriage the article designed, he fell to Hamlet. Now, sir, young Fortinbras, of unimproved metal hot and full, hath in the skirts of Norway here and there sharked up a list of lawless resolutes for food and diet to some enterprise that hath a stomach in it, which is no other, as it doth well appear unto our state, but to recover of us, by strong hand and terms compulsatory, those foresaid lands so by his father lost. And thus, I take it, is the main motive of our preparations, the source of this our watch, and the chief head of this post-haste and rummage in the land.
I think it be no other, but e'en so. Well, may it sort that this pretentious figure comes around through our watch, so like the king that was and is to question of these wars.
A mote it is to trouble the mind's eye. In most high and palmy state of Rome, a little ere the mightiest Julius fell, the grave stood tenantless, and the shaded dead did squeak and jabber on the Roman streets. As stars with trains of fire, and dews of blood, disasters in the sun, and the moist star upon whose influence Neptune's empire stands was sick almost to doomsday with eclipse. And even the like curse of fierce events, as harbingers preceding still the fates and prologue to the omen coming on, have heaven and earth together demonstrated unto our claimatures and countrymen. But soft, behold, lo, where it comes again. I'll cross it, though it blast me. Stay, illusion! If thou hast any sound, or use of voice, speak to me. If there be any good thing to be done, that may doth do ease and grace to me, speak it to me. If thou art privy to thy country's fate, which happily foreshadowing may avoid, oh, speak! Or if thou hast uphoarded in thy life extorted treasure in the womb of earth, for which they say you spirits oft walk in death. Speak of it! Stay and speak! Stop it, Marcellus!
Shall I strike it with my partisan?
Do, if it will not stand!
'Tis here!
'Tis here!
'Tis gone. We do it wrong, being so majestical, to offer it the show of violence, for it is, as the air, invulnerable, and our vein blows malicious mockery.
I was about to speak when the cock crew.
God, I said Marcellus. And then it started, like a guilty thing upon a fearful summons. I've heard the cock, that is trumpet to the morn. Shut up, Eddy. Doth with his lofty and shrill-sounding throat awake the god of day. And at his warning, whether in sea or fire, in earth or air, the extravagant and erring spirit hies to his confine, and of the truth herein this present object made probation.
It faded on the crowing of the cock. Some say that ever against the season comes wherein our Saviour's birth is celebrated, the bird of dawning singeth all night long. And then they say, no spirit dare stir abroad. The nights are wholesome, that no planet strike, no fairy takes, nor witch hath power to charm. So hallowed and so gracious is this time.
So have I heard, and do in part believe it. But look, the morn is russet mantle clad, walks o'er the dew of young high eastern hill. Break we our watch up, and by my advice let us impart what we have seen tonight unto young Hamlet. For, upon my life, this spirit, dumb to us, will speak to him. Do you consent we shall acquaint him with it, as needful in our loves, fitting our duty?
Let's do it, I pray. And I this morning know where we shall find him most conveniently.
It's nice to rest your